Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome to the show at Rise Up Show with me, your host, the Queen Bee, Dani. How are you feeling? As we chat this morning to the devilishly handsome, the fabulously wonderful, the incredibly knowledgeable Mr. Fidel Hill, the modern man. Good morning. Jodie Salt, good morning. Babna Reddy, good morning. Elise Woodbine, good morning. The devilishly handsome Ian Dixon, good morning, sir.
Shut up, for f***'s sake. Jesus.
The fantastic Lizzie Jackson Barrett, good morning. Josephine Sandra, everybody, good morning. Good morning, you bloody lovely lot. How are you? Welcome to the show at Rise Up Show. It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Yes, Sarah's giving me the thumbs up. It is Tuesday. Oh, thank God it's only Tuesday. We have a whole week ahead of us. Hello, how are you doing? No idea what day it is anymore. No idea what my name is. Yes, I do. It's Dani Wallace. I'm the Queen Bee. Welcome to the show at Rise Up Show. I hope you are feeling good today. I hope you're all right. Diane Ivory in the house. Hello, my little sugar bum. How are you doing? We've got Nicola Goodwin watching. We've got the phenomenal Jules Kelly is watching as well. Thank you so much for joining us here this Tuesday. I hope you're all right. Tell me in the comments, how was yesterday for you? It was the 12th of April yesterday. We saw the non-essential shops and goods and services flinging their doors back open, ready for the general public to get on in and start boosting the economy once again. How are we all feeling about that? Are we feeling good? Did anyone get out there yesterday? Did anyone go pub yesterday? Who went pub? I'm going to live vicariously through you because I'm not quite ready for the pub yet, just because my diary is quite busy. Otherwise, I'd be there. I'd be sat outside all wrapped up with my bobble hat on like this, freezing with a glass of wine outside because I can't go in yet. Jules went to Primark yesterday, sat in the hairdressers now. I love it. Making the most of the doors opening back up again. Emily, nice singing. Thank you very much. It was my job to be a singist. If anybody is getting their tickets to be inspired, you may be treated to a little sing song from your girl here. Oh no, Nicola's in Scotland. No such luck, not yet. You're peeping around the corner, Angel. You was over on my page and wonder where everyone was. We're here. Hello, Kate Davis, another one of our phenomenal speakers for Be Inspired, which, by the way, is next Thursday. Oh my goodness me. It makes me want to do a nervous wee. But I am so phenomenally excited. Forgive me while I finish putting my face on. I feel like I need a little bit of a touch up, a little spruce up this morning. Not in that way. Don't be naughty sausages. Can I come and join you in the sing song? We should do like a cast karaoke at the end, like a speaker lineup karaoke at the end. We can do like at the end of someone's drunken hen do. We can sing Simply the Best or something like that. I bet Kate Davis would be well up for that. Sarah, you up for that? Sarah Cooke's backstage today, coming to speak to us ahead of Be Inspired. Another one of our phenomenal speakers. We'll bring her through in just a sec. Look at me brew. Just for what's the word? Perspective's sake. It's the size of my head. That's how big my brew is. It's as big as it's bigger than my hand, this brew. It's got decaffeinated coffee, and you'll be pleased to know, for those of you that know, that I'm quite caffeine averse. Your girl don't need caffeine. Come on, I'm bouncing around like a crackhead tigger at the best of times without the need to imbibe caffeine. Does anyone else get that, by the way? Not the crackhead tigger thing, but the caffeine situation. It is like playing coffee roulette. It's not a game I like playing most days. I had an 8 a.m. I love this. I had an 8 a.m. haircut yesterday, then late in the sunshine. I bet you were led there, Diane, feeling all brand new. My mum had a haircut yesterday as well. She's feeling all brand new now. Rue's had her haircut. Like a scene from Coyote Ugly where they all lined up on the stage singing, only we're minus Adam Garcia doing some sort of striptease. I mean, I would be here for it, but I'm afraid he was busy for Be Inspired. I did try for you all. You'll be pleased to know. So for those of you that don't know what I'm banging on about, I am banging on about Be Inspired, which is our personal and business development event next week. So we've got 22 phenomenal speakers. We've got interviews. We've got TEDx style talks where all of our speakers are sharing the most phenomenal stories, inspiration, motivation, celebration, value, education, all of this sort of stuff for you to get you fired up, ready to look on the other side of lockdown and go and spice up your lives and your businesses. And we're going to learn a little bit more about one of our speakers this morning. I'm going to be joined by some of our speakers every day this week in the run-up. We've got a big party live planned for next Wednesday, and there will be no show Thursday, Friday next week because guess what? We're going to be on stage. So if you want your daily hit of IATQB goodness, you need to make sure you've got your Be Inspired ticket. Now, for those of you, again, that don't know, some of you was like, oh, I'm going to be busy next week. That's cool. That's all right. Actually, what you're doing is you're buying lifetime access to everything that we do, plus all of the bonuses. So all of our speakers are giving not just an incredible talk, but they're also giving phenomenal value in the backstage areas. So you will have VIP access to a members area online that you can access forever, where you'll be able to access all of our speakers' extra goodies. So there are extra mini courses in there, workbooks, there are workshops in there, masterclasses in there, all in this one space. That is 22 speakers worth of awesome, including some extra bits and pieces from me, where we will be speaking about speaking and talking about talking as well. I don't just do the show and host these events. I'm a speaker trainer. I help people speak about their businesses. So I'll be sharing some of the good stuff around that as well. Do you want to be let on a little secret as well, you lot? It's not a secret, but I am cooking up a Be Heard So You Want to Be a Speaker challenge for After Be Inspired. So for those of you that are inspired by Be Inspired, you can come and test the water, come and see what it's like to get involved and start to speak about your business and your mission. In our incredible, it's the one that all of my community look forward to, the Be Heard So You Want to Be a Speaker challenge. That's going to be taking place in the IATQB Hive the week after next. That's going to be taking place in the IATQB Hive after Be Inspired. So it is going to be an absolutely banging couple of weeks in this community. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to support you all and love you all and celebrate you all through all of this. Okay, enough. I'm going to bring in one of our phenomenal speakers. It's interesting because I've been to events before and you look at the lineup and you think, oh, that person will good or that person will very good. There are not one weak link. Every single person in our lineup is fire. They're going to bring you so much value. And today's is no exception. Please welcome to the show, Rise Up Show, to have a little chin wag and a brew this morning with your girl. It's Sarah Cooke. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am good. I've got my massive.
I know. Mine feels quite small in comparison.
It's huge. You have to do a perspective comparison next week. Look, it's massive.
I need to work on that. I need a big one.
So that's what she said. We're gonna start today with innuendo bingo. I would have it no other way. Sarah Cooke, thank you so much for joining me this morning. It is always a pleasure, and I'm so lucky on this show not to just have my clients come on the show and people with incredible business, but my friends to come on the show, people whose businesses I love and people's whose hearts that I love, and you are absolutely one of those people. I'm so proud to have you not only on my speaker lineup but on the show today. Tell us a little bit more about what you do, babe.
Well, so I am a marketing and business mentor for health and wellness business owners. But what's really exciting with working with you over the last, 6 months, I guess.
Wow, yeah.
Is that has my mission is kind of evolving. So I'm really excited to be kind of sharing a little bit more about that next week, which is all around be more, do more, and feel more. Mm-hmm. So kind of fitting with the health and wellness space, really supporting health and wellness business owners, but actually taking that much bigger, much broader into how I can help support any women in business. So I'm really excited about it.
I think really fascinating. I find this with everybody that I work with. I find this that on the journey to be a speaker, most people come and they have this conversation. They go, do you know what? I want to get speaking gigs. I want to develop, how it is that I speak about my business and all these sorts of things. And actually, when we start digging around, what makes a great speaker is having this mission. And what was beautiful, and to see this sort of really unfold for you for the last 6 months. You're making such inroads in the health and wellness industry, but the passion that you have is broader than that, and the change that you want to make is actually broader than that. Your access in was to work with health and wellness professionals so that they could grow and flourish and become more visible and have incredible businesses, but it was so that people could become more well, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I think we spend so much time, don't we, on kind of focusing on tomorrow or our holidays or something like that, rather than actually focusing on the kind of current, the now, being happy, being healthy, and how that actually impacts everything that we're doing. And through my journey, through my experiences, I'm really, really passionate about supporting other women, of just saying, you don't have to put up with this situation. You don't have to shut up. It's not about putting up and shutting up. It is about being more, doing more, and feeling more. And that's going to be different for anyone. We all have different things that we want to do with our lives, and that's okay. But we don't need to settle for the status quo. And I think that's kind of what bubbles inside me and gets me really excited as well, of kind of how I can bring those two elements together of my experience in the health and wellness space, but also my journey and my personal experiences to help bring all of that together and kind of help everyone flourish in the ways that they want to.
Yeah, it's been that because we were talking yesterday when we had a conversation yesterday, and talking about being that conduit. And this is what I think is so exciting, like at this point in your career, when you're speaking to everyone, like we really get to follow you on this journey and join this movement now for you. Where I talk to all of my clients about this, and all the people that I work with, that when people say to me, "Hey, Dani, I want to speak," I say, "Hey, why? Why do you want to speak?" You've got to imagine that you're on a steed, and you're a knight on a steed, and you're charging into battle. Well, what's the battle? What's the battle here? And the battle isn't necessarily just in inverted commas, helping wellness businesses grow. It is growing so that more people can access them. It's because you felt quite viscerally, and I know you speak about this in your talk, I don't want to give too much away, but you felt quite viscerally the outcomes of not caring for your wellness as well as all other areas of your business. And we do this as entrepreneurs, don't we? We do what we think is the right thing to do to make the money that we need to support our families, especially when we're working in that really masculine space, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I've had my fair share of kind of both physical as well as mental kind of health struggles for various different reasons. And I think that's really spurred me on, because some of those happened at quite a young age. And again, I don't want to share too much.
No, don't give it all away. You need to get a ticket.
But I had to learn to walk again when I was 21. And I think that was a massive catalyst as quite a young age of really understanding the importance of health, both mentally and physically. And actually, I didn't want to just sit and do nothing. I didn't want to let an injury dictate what was going to happen to my life and going forwards. And I think, we all have injuries, whether it's physical, whether it's mental. There's always stuff that's happened in our lives, right? We've all been on a journey.
Yeah.
And I think it's what we do with that. It's how we take that to really push ourselves into doing the stuff that we want to do. And that's why I think it's really important that we get understanding of what it is that we want, and that's what I love. What you talk a lot about. It's not about just sitting there and waiting for stuff to happen. It is about making stuff happen to a certain extent. And I think so many of your watchers and your listeners, that's why you're in here, because you have got something else that you want to do. You whether you're in business or not, it's about pushing ourselves forward. Even if it's little steps, that's okay, but still moving in that space that enables you to be more, do more, feel more, whatever that looks like for you.
And that's the beautiful thing. And I love the title of your talk, Sarah, because it really does resonate with me. When a lot of us, like, think about it, you guys sitting at home, there are always areas that we want to amplify. And when we amplify that, sometimes it is at cost. Sometimes it is at the cost of something. And it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be at the cost of something if we make plans appropriately. It doesn't have to be at the cost of your health. It doesn't have to be at the cost of your family. It doesn't have to be. We can work out what the juggle is. We can work out all of these things. And I think that, the work that you're doing and, what you've created as part of this talk is so valuable for anybody that's feeling like that right now. If you feel like you're creating a life at cost, then Sarah is somebody who you could really do with listening to. Would you say that that's the case? Getting rid of the costs that we throw away on our lives, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's the stuff that we're just sitting with that are making us feel stuck. And you might not know what you need to do about that. That's kind of where I come in and help you with it. But I think also is that none of us are a finished article. None of us have finished our journeys, right? Mm-hmm. So we'll go through that cycle of being more something, doing more of something else, feeling more of something else. And then we get to that up-leveling point and we're like, oh, what does that look for us?
What have I got to lose now? What have I got to sacrifice now? What have I got to compromise now? And we often get stuck in that loss. We often get stuck in that, okay, so I'm not going to spend time with my kids or spend time on my health or go to the gym or eat well or all these things we compromise and at cost of ourselves. And I think that, starting to shift the focus and what makes this lineup just so incredible. And we were talking just yesterday to Chrissy, we're talking about, the habits and our crutches and things like that. They're actually looking at our wellness and how our wellness sits within our businesses. And all of that is massively, massively, massively helpful, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a massive believer in self-care and boundary setting, or even understanding what those boundaries are and whether you need to shift them or not, because we're always going to have, I think this last year especially has tested everyone's boundaries and self-care to the limit, right? We all know that. Yes. But if we know what those boundaries look like, we can flex them in a way that helps us rather than hinders us. And I think that's kind of where where my sort of passion lies as well, is from my experiences of having these things where I've, literally been sat on the sofa, cannot do anything, or in a hospital bed. You can still do stuff and you can still use that to push yourself into ways that you want to. And it's exciting. I think, part of it is that mindset shift. But actually looking after yourself, it's that oxygen mask, isn't it? When you look after yourself, you can help people around you, whether it's families, whether it's clients, whoever it is. But we need to know kind of where we're going with it before we can put the plan in place.
What are you most excited about with regards to Be Inspired next week? Because like you say, we've been working together for 6 months. All of us now, both day 1, day 2, and our guests, all of us now we're in a group chat together. We're on that kind of roller coaster up the way. What are you excited about with regards to Be Inspired?
Oh my goodness, where do I start? Where do I start? I think the fact that we can actually do this in real life to a certain extent and meet people is exciting. I think actually building on that, because I know a lot of people aren't going to be there in real life, that connection, that human connection, realizing that the last few months, the last year has been really bloody tough, but actually we can use this as a platform to inspire, to re-inspire us all and to move forward and say, actually, this period of time, yes, it's been tough, but what can we do with that to take us forward? And the speakers that you have are incredible. I've seen them, I've seen some of their talks, I've seen people practicing. They are incredible. And I'm going to be inspired just by listening to things. And I think that's what's exciting, is that the talks are quite different, but they're all really inspiring. And wherever you are, whether it's in business, whether it's through, personal stuff, there is something in there for absolutely everybody. And for me, that's what I'm excited. I'm kind of my notebook is going to be absolutely just
we're going to be sat there at the side, I'm going to be running around like a Blue House Flight, stage managing and hosting you guys and all of this. But I'm going to have a little notebook at the side, just listening for little nuggets of stuff from you all, because every time I listen to every single one of you speak, every time I have a conversation with every single one of you, I learn something. My brain is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger all the time, just working with you guys. It's a blessing for me as a coach to be able to learn from you as much as, you know, like to be involved in your speaker journey. I'm like the luckiest bugger around that I get to get all of this like sneaky extra information.
I think it's amazing though. I think the fact that you're offering the chance for people to access this for life and be able to dip into it, because you know, as you're talking about, we're all on a journey. There will be bits that are more relevant for you right now. In a couple of months' time, there might be something else that you're like, oh, actually, I heard that. I'm going to go back and re-listen to that. And I think that's what's really great as well, is that it's not just a moment in time. It's an amazing moment in time, and it's going to bring amazing people together. But actually what you've created is something that is going to be such a useful resource for so many people in a really long space of time.
I keep getting that feeling in my, keep getting that feeling in my belly. I don't have butterflies anymore. I've got bats. I've got a whole stampede of elephants. Like having a little stampede going on in my belly. So what we're saying, what are you guys saying? Kate, Sarah's talk's going to be epic. Get yourself a ticket if this is resonating with you. Absolutely. Charlotte Clark. Charlotte's another one of our speakers. Her talk is just so very, very beautiful. Can't wait for you to hear from Charlotte Clark. Thank God you got a bigger house for your bigger brain. It's just to fit in here, just to fit all my brains in here now, working with you lot. I suspect I won't be the only one in a bubbly, snotty tears of joy and inspiration by the end of the event. I really, well, I know, because I've seen this kind of event happen before, not in our sort of online community in this corner of the world. Brad Burton did this actually last year, and I was really honoured to be part of the speaker lineup. And it really does bring you as an audience super close to us. It's as close as we, because it's like we have this and we have Zoom, and you know, you're in your house and I'm in my house, and it's nice. And you know, we've done lots of Zoom summits and we've done lots of, you know, masterclasses online and stuff, but it's as close as we can possibly get you in vibe to being in that room with us. And I don't think there is a better group of more connected people that I could have, you know, that we could have created together as a squad.
The atmosphere is going to be amazing. And as you said, it's so different from a Zoom situation, isn't it? Where it is a bit more kind of one way to a certain extent.
Fireworks. We've got fireworks. I'm having a little sing song. There's all sorts. I don't know if that's going to put anybody off, actually, the fact that I might be singing. For those of you that don't,
I'm singing.
I was going to say, for those that don't know, I actually am a singer. It does, you know, it's not. I'm not just saying, oh, I'm just going to jump up on karaoke because someone's giving me the microphone. It's going to be part of the entertainment. But we've got, you know, phenomenal sports people. We've got Olympian Marilyn Okoro is going to be joining us. Lisa Johnson's going to be joining us. We've got Fidel Bohill. Bloody hell, it's going to be bloody, and Sarah Cooke is going to be joining us on the stage, talking about, remind us of the title of your talk again, Sarah.
So it's Be More, Do More and Feel More, and why putting up and shutting up, gosh, excuse me, I won't say that on the day. Shutting up is affecting your health.
Well, shitting up would affect your health.
You can tell it's live, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely. But putting up and shutting up does affect our health, and in more ways than we probably would care to give a lot of thought to. And I think holding this space for each other over you know, the coming week, and of course on the 22nd and the 23rd of April, for you all, for those of you that are ticket holders, if you're not getting a ticket, grab your ticket. For those of you to hold that space for yourself, because I think that space holding is really important as well, Sarah, isn't it? That it's not very often that we stop and allow ourselves to be in that holding space for ourselves, to allow ourselves to think about these things. Are we putting up and shutting up? Is that affecting our health? How can we do more, be more, feel more? I
think next week's going to be such a thought-provoking couple of days. And I think, you know, going back to this last year has been so busy in the sense of we've had a lot of stuff thrown at us. Yeah. And taking that time to pause, taking that time to really think about how you can come out of that in a really positive way. This is perfect timing. Like 2 days of such amazing, inspiring talks. Like if you are feeling stuck, or you're feeling even just need a little nugget of inspiration, this is going to put out the water. It's going to be so much. little nugget.
A McDonald's 20 share box of nuggets of information. Just for you. Like, just eat all you can eat chicken nugget buffet of fabulousness, or a veggie nugget if you're of that persuasion. Anyone sat on the fence? Any final words for anybody sat on the fence today, Sarah Cooke?
Oh, do it. Honestly, I've had a bit of a sneak behind the scenes previews of everyone's talks, and this lineup is just incredible. And yeah, if I wasn't speaking, I'd have my ticket anyway. So yeah, do it. It's absolutely, yeah, in some ways there are no words. It is going to be the most inspiring couple of days. The guests that you have talking are incredible, and from all walks of life, I think, sharing bits of their story, giving you inspiration, but also helping you move forward. And that's what I love about the combination of speakers as well as talks that you've got on there. So yeah, I can't wait. I'm super excited.
I am super excited too. Sarah, how do we find out more about you and the work that you do, my angel?
Oh, so I am, my best place to find me, if you're in the health and wellness space, come and find me on my Facebook group, which is Healthy Business to Wealthy Business. Otherwise, my website's probably the best place, which is sarahcookemarketing.com.
Perfection. And can you do me a favor and share your ticket link as well in the comments, my angel, if you've got one set up, so that people can buy through your lovely, lovely link?
I will do. I'll put that in. And on my freebie, so just in case you are thinking about it, small little freebie that's going to be in that sneak. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about
gifts.
it.
You are allowed to talk about it.
Okay.
Tell them what they're getting, because it's important that, if you're sat on the fence, you need to know what it is that you're buying up to. It's 80. If anyone's worried about the money of it, it's £89 plus VAT. So it works out about £106, something like that. And for that, you get Brucey bonuses from all of our speakers. This is Sarah's.
Yeah, so I'm doing, it's a bit of an audit, I suppose. Really short questionnaire, a bit of an audit to understand what is keeping you stuck, helping you look at what you can do for be more, do more, and feel more. And then we're going to drill down into actually what you can do next. So it's a really great way of getting unstuck, helping you move forward, and then giving you some ideas around what you can do.
Perfect. So it isn't just a case, you guys, of listening to these fabulous speakers, and that is enough in itself. There's actually exercises that you can do, mini courses, little webinars, masterclasses that you can do on the offside to hold your space. If something has really resonated with you, with one of our speakers, you will be able to access even more information about them, what they do, and learn more from them. Sarah Cooke, thank you so much for joining us on the show this morning.
Thank you for having me. And I cannot wait to see you actually in real life next week.
Oh, God, I could pop. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Sarah Cooke, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you guys, honestly. I know, I did say right at the beginning of sort of last week, the week before, I was not going to apologize for speaking about this event and for sharing this event with you every day. And it is because I know just how valuable it is going to be for so many of you. When we hit 1,000 units for ticket sales, we will also be donating £10,000 to the Fly Anyway Foundation. Huge shout out to the gorgeous Jules Kelly, who became one of our first sponsors yesterday. So really quickly, we have sponsorship slots available. So you can choose to sponsor a speaker, and come on, a couple of minutes, we will zoom you in live into the studio audience. And we can share your phenomenal business with our fabulous audience watching from home. Also, we will pop your business details on the speaker slot that you have sponsored in the members area, so people will be able to have links to your website, and also any PR that we do after the event, because of course there's going to be a ton of PR after the event. We will be including you as partners when we share that in our press releases as well. If you do want to know more about sponsorship opportunities, please put sponsor in the comments, and or drop me a little DM, and I can tell you what is included, what is involved, and of course what the sponsorship fee is. All right, my loves, that is all for today. Join me tomorrow. We'll be speaking to another one of our incredible speakers ahead of Be Inspired. It is just the most insane run up to this. For those of you that do events, for those of you that have put on events before, will know that it is, as an event organizer, you're kind of holding on for dear life when it gets to the event, and that kind of week, 2 weeks before is a really nerve-wracking time. And I like to share with all of you all of my experiences as we go through things. And I say to myself every single time, oh God, I'll not do that again. And the reason why I won't do it again is because you put yourself through it. But when you get to the other side of it, when you get to the event itself, when you see the outcomes for it, you just understand why it is that I keep coming back and sharing these things with you time and time again, because it is game changing, it is life changing, business changing, all of those things. There are so many people that were in the audience at the last one who have gone on to doing phenomenal things, not just the speakers that were on stage with us, but the people that were just there, the people that were privy to the event, the people that, you know, were involved in the energy of the event. It's been game changing for a lot of those people as well. People just sat in the audience, people like you that are holding your ticket in your hand right now, thinking, oh, what's Be Inspired going to bring for me? It's going to change the game for you. So come and change the game with us. Grab yourself a ticket. Sarah's just popped her link in there. Go and grab your ticket. I will see you tomorrow for a little bit more showing up, wising up and rising up. Keep your peepers peeled on the emails, where we will be doing more speaker reveals, and we will be telling you even more about the phenomenal event that is going to be Being Inspired. Grab your tickets. Links are in the comments just now. Or you can go to the Queen Bee Dani, go into the link in my bio and go and grab your ticket from there. There are the places that you can grab them. It's easy enough for you to just go and click any one of these links now that the girls have shared. Go and grab your link from there. And I will see you tomorrow, bright and breezy, at 9:30 for more showing up, wise it up, and rise it up. If you don't follow me already on Instagram, go and do that. If you are not in the IATQB hive already, get yourself in there where we carry on the conversation. All right, my loves, have an incredible Tuesday, and I will see you bright and breezy tomorrow. Tra.